What time do we got here? I've got 8:02 here in the mountain region. For those of you that popped in all over the world, thank you so much to be here. Blair, let's put up a picture of the map. Let's check it out. Let's see some of the beautiful countries that we're hanging out here at the Legends Network. And for those of you that came in on tonight's call, it's a real honor and treat to be able to present before every single one of you tonight. We're going to have some fun on this call, and as a matter of fact, what I'd like you all to do tonight is to circle your calendar, because tonight is the night that I'm going to take you all through a simple exercise in prosperity, and we're going to teach you the power of leveraging, and I'm going to do something that most presenters don't do in these calls. Instead of me just coming to the call and telling you how great we are and how great the product is and how great the service is and how great the compensation plan is and how great our testimonials are, yada, 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 yada. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you all how to make money. I'm going to show you the blueprint. I'm going to show you how the big boys and the big girls really go from the basement to the penthouse. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you how we put over $600 million in network marketing in my career. And I'm going to show you how we put about 2.2 million people in this industry. I'm going to show you how we put 283,000 people in 3 companies in 7.5 months. No hype, no smoke and mirrors, no grand illusions. It's just knowing how to play the game at everything and anything you do. It's like playing chess. Either you're a chess master or you're not. And if you're not, you want to practice and you want to learn from the pros. And that's what TLN is all about. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk a little bit about the world called the internet out there. I think you're all familiar with the internet, right? And the internet is a big manifestation out there. It's a big universe unlike itself. It's absolutely monstrous. And there are so many people out there on the internet looking for various different ways, different methodologies to turn that mechanism into cash flow. You know, it's like a big mystery out there. How do you turn it into cash flow? Well, a lot of people are trying out there, and it seems that 97% of the people just really aren't hitting it the way they want to hit it. So it's nice to know that there's dreamers out there, but what we do here that's a little bit different is we actually turn those dreams into reality. So here's what I want you to think about. I want to keep this really, really simple. I don't want to get in here and do a massive training and make this really complex and tell you need to do this and need to do that. You need to fine-tune this, you need to fine-tune that, and then you throw a little bit of this in. No, we keep it really simple here. If you really want to make copious amounts of money, and if you can honestly look in the mirror and say that you really want to retire at a young age, depending on what age you're at now, it can be simple or simpler. And I know you've heard that in many other calls before. Everyone tries to tell you that it's simple. But you know what? All you need to do is have the proper method of operation. It's like running a restaurant. Some people run restaurants into ground, and some people run restaurants into 8-figure incomes. Well, we know how to play this game at an 8-figure income, okay? So let me lay this out really fast, really simply for you. I'm going to show you the mathematics behind this so you become a believer very quickly. And then I'm going to come out and tell you what this opportunity is all about, okay? Because I really want to see every single one of you hit a grand slam. And I'd really love every single one of you to be a part of this in a really big way. Okay? So let's make this simple. Here's my proposition to you. Use the internet in any which way, shape, or form you want. Feel free to do that. Use the internet in any which way, shape, or form you want. Use your tunnels, your funnels, your tsunami systems. Use your traffic exchanges. Use your solo ads. Use your search engine optimizations. You know, use whatever it is you want. You know, PPCs, I don't care, whatever it is you want. But please, instead of letting all that traffic go into a back office and go to waste back there, send them to me. We're doing these calls 4 times a day. We're doing an all-out action blitz 4 times a day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 calls a day. Saturday afternoon, 1 call. Sunday evening tonight, the sermon, right? Wrong. Sunday night, we're doing 1 call, and we're going to rock this out. Okay, I really want to see every single one of you become believers in this industry, because this industry has so much to give if you're willing to launch it on the right launch pad. Okay? So what we need to do is we need to kind of use some antiviral software with our minds. And in our minds, we got to get rid of certain language. And here we don't want people joining anything. I do not want any of you to join me in any business opportunity in this lifetime. But what I want you to do is I want you to launch with me. All right? There's a big difference between launching and joining. Joining is for spectators, people that are totally used to being unproductive and habitually unproductive. People that are launching are proactive. They ask questions, but they keep going. They ask questions, they keep going. They don't get caught up in right or wrong answers. They just keep going. They're totally proactive, totally positive, see the finish line in their vision and know they have to get there, come heck or high water. The greatest marketers in the world do not join businesses. The greatest marketers, the biggest money earners in this industry, you know what they're doing? They're always joining. They're sorry, they're always joining. They're always launching. I just saw somebody post something about joining. They're always, 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 always launching businesses. Take a look at Holton Bugs or any of the greats or Andy Gage out there. Any of them, they are constantly launching businesses. They are on airplanes. They are in limousines. They're in hotels. They're in meetings. They're on phones. They're in webinars. They're in hangouts. They're in radio. They're in TV. They're constantly launching. They don't have time to take a break and think about it. You want to get an income up to $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000 a month, you have to be of the mindset of launching. And how do we do that? We invite people to the party. What am I doing every day? I'm compensating for something that people don't like to do. What don't they like to do? They don't like to talk. They don't like to explain. They don't like to speak. But you know what? I do this for a living. I don't do this for a living. I do this for a living. I love talking to people. I love teaching people how to make money. That's all I'm good at doing. I don't even know how to work a lawnmower. All right? I'm not very good at that, but I'm pretty good at making money. So if you want to come play with us, we're going to have some fun. And you're going to make some money. Worst case scenario is to make some money. Because this is how we're going to build it. Let me take somebody's name out there, okay? Lenny, I'm going to bore you, brother, okay? I'm just going to borrow Lenny for a second. Let's say Lenny and I are going to launch a business, all right? Lenny and I get excited. We want to launch a business. Are we going to wait for our upline? No, we don't have time. We're going to wait for a company call at, Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights. No, we don't have time. You lose your organization if you do that. You've got to be busy. You've got to be going. It's like opening up a franchise. You open up a McDonald's. You open up a restaurant. You open up a car dealership. There's no time to sit around. You market it. You market it. You market it. You market it. And then you close it, you close it, you close it, you close it. That's how you do it. It's called traffic plus exposure equals conversion. So you got to be closing all the time. So here's the deal. How about I do all these presentations for you 4 times a day? I do all the talking. Just invite people to the webinar here live. All right? And I'll talk to the people. I'll share with them. I've got the credentials to help these people get to where they want to go if they really want to get there. If they say no, they're not serious. I can always tell people who really are not into making money, they say no. People that are into making money say yes. How do I know that? Because that's what the super rich do. They don't know how to say no. They say yes. If you study the Shark Tank with Mark Cuban and the gang on stage, what are they doing? They're looking for ways to invest more money into a great innovative idea. Money never sleeps, as Joel would say. Money never sleeps. So you got to keep it moving. You got to keep it shaking. You got to keep it dancing. You got to give it a little bit of hip hop. And a little bit of bebop. So, Lenny, here's what we're going to do. You and I aren't going to wait for anything, man. We're going to start 4 live calls a day. We're just going to pack these webinars in. You're going to put 5 people from the internet that are asking for information, seeking answers. Put them on a call with me. I'll put 5 on a call with you. We're going to have 10 people in the private webinar room. We're going to have 10 people. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach these people a better way of life. I'm going to teach them the power of positive cash flow. I'm going to teach them the power of leverage. I'm going to teach them how to become an awesome lifestyle marketer. Pretty cool? Pretty cool. At the end of that presentation, we say, folks, I want you to show your commitment to your success by putting 5 people each on the next call. We're going to be back in the webinar room at 4 o'clock. Well, guess what? If you had 10 people putting 5 people on the next call, we now have a commitment to 50 people coming in on the second call of the day. 50 people are going to go through the same replicated process, not duplicated process. There's a big difference between duplication and replication. All right? So we replicate that process. We teach them lifestyle marketing. At the end of that presentation, we say, folks, we want you to show your commitment to your success by putting 5 people each on the next call. You have 50 people inviting 5 people on the next call. We have 250 people on the third call at 9 o'clock in the evening. 250 I get to educate. I get to teach them a power of leverage. I get to let them listen to a presentation they'd never heard before. Our presentation skills are a little bit different than anything else you're used to. Why? Because we teach. We don't sell. We might sell subliminally, but you know what? We're teaching along the way. When you come to these calls, you get value. 250 people will then be told, hey, put 5 people on the call from the internet. 250 times 5, there's 1,250 people. So what we did is we hosted 4 live events a day. Nobody had to leave their home. Nobody had to leave their office. Nobody had to do anything other than invite. If you can learn just how to invite, that's it. Worst case scenario is you'll make some money. First call we had 10. Second call we had 50. Third call we had 250. Fourth call we had 1,250. Right? Grand total of 1,560 people came to check out the party today, hypothetically speaking. But you know what? I think you're all smart enough to know that in a perfect world which you don't live in, that would be wonderful. But out of the 1,560 people that were supposed to show up today, you know what's going to happen? I can tell you what's going to happen. Most of them aren't going to show up. Why? Because that's a human being for you. They're not perfect. They come with flaws. So out of the 1,560 people that said yes, let's say only 200 said yes and showed up. So I got to present 4 presentations today, 200 people I got to talk to. Is there anyone on this call that can do 200 three-way calls in one day? I don't think so. 200 one-on-one presentations in one day. I don't think so. And let's say out of the 50 people, Lenny, that I got to talk to, man, let's say only 50% said, yeah, we're in. We want to be around the mega stars of the industry. This is an incredible concept. The comp plan's brilliant. The product is sensational. We're in. What's 50% of 200? You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's 100. Now, what if we did that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Lenny? We'd have 500 people on the team, man. 500 people on the team by the end of the week. What if we did that 4 weeks in a month? 2,000 times 12 months in a year. 24,000 people on the team, bro, in 1 year. That's pretty cool. 24,000 is pretty good. The average person could only dream of that. Well, I'd be disappointed personally because I'm used to having over 100,000 people in a year. If you do 283,000 people in 7 months in 3 different companies back in the day, well, guess what? You have high expectations. It's not my first rodeo. You kind of want more out of the next one and more out of the next one. So I think it would be pretty good. 24,000 people, that would give you all a nice income if you're all part of that team. How to become a part of that team? You say yes. And we make it worth your while. Okay? Okay, so let me take you through the grand presentation. Let me take you through a tour and show you a very interesting world. I'm going to take you through a paradigm shift tonight. I'm going to show you a product that nobody else in the industry has. But before I do that, I guess you probably want to know who I am. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Val Smith. I'm a professional marketer. I've been in this industry for so many years, like 36. Some of you haven't even been on the planet for 36 years. I probably could be your grandfather. So I've been in this industry for 36 years, and it's been an incredible journey. Got to tell you, it's been an incredible journey. I've graduated from nitwit marketer to network marketer to corporate executive to launching my own martial art company, not martial arts in the form of martial arts, but martial arts and marketing. Formulated a company called Mentors in Motion, 2001, July 29th. Launched it, first day did $600. By the time it was said and done in 2006, we did $91 million in retail sales around the world. It was a great journey. Almost 200,000 people were a part of Mentors in Motion. And it was a great experience. I have very fond memories of it. But it really was. It was a martial arts school of network marketing. It was basically showing you how to do things that the average person didn't think was possible, like close people 24 hours before you meet them. How to get people to say yes in 45 seconds or less 100% of the time to evaluating anything you want them to evaluate. Basically showing people how to build from the power of the mastermind and get rid of things like duplication and three-way calling, one-on-one presentations. Although they are effective, my methodologies were faster because some days I was averaging anywhere from 400 to 600 people a day in my businesses. People wanted to know how that was done. So we taught it. And it was fun. It was exciting. But that was then. This is now. Here we are in 2014, and I'm really excited again. I feel rejuvenated. I really, really do. The last, from 2006 to 2013, I'll be honest with you, really sucked. For me personally, in network marketing, not my personal life or not in my brick and mortar business that we own outside of this that makes a lot of money. But just network marketing was just like a dark cloud for me personally because I'm a relationship guy. I love talking to people. I don't want to be anonymous. I don't want to, take $1,250 off somebody and never let them know who I am. Stealth marketing was really big from 2006 to 2013, but I thank God that it's kind of dissipating and going away. I think the credibility is coming back in this industry again, all because people are coming back to life. So many people got burned from 2006 to 2012. It was just like, oh my God, it was like Armageddon in network marketing. Some people made off with millions of dollars, no question, man, but there were so many people that just got devastated and crushed, right? It was like parasites out there. It was unbelievable. But anyhow, enough of that. Let's talk about the good stuff. 2014. 2007, I had this amazing idea in the back of my mind, but the timing wasn't right. The end of 2013, I was in a conversation with Bob Bremner and Blair Bremner. They own a 15-year-old network marketing company out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. We came to an agreement that they would fulfill the product on the back end because they already had the facilities, man. You know, they already had like customer service, unlimited merchant accounts. They were already shipping to 67 countries around the world. And I didn't need them to ship anything because the product I have has no shipping. But I just said, guys, you want to manage it on the back end and let me be the Ryan Seacrest of American Idol on the front end. I want to host the show. But you run the company. And it was a match made in heaven, I think. Or a marriage made in heaven, call it whatever it is you want. Worked out really well. So they run the company and I get to do what I do best. Promote and build and empower the situation. So what it's called the legendsnetwork.com. And it is amazing. I'm so passionate about this. This is something that I think everybody on the internet should access. If anyone has a computer and they're thinking about making money on the internet, why would they not want this? Number one, we're the first company to ever pull it off. Bring all the superstars in the industry together in one company and interview them and pick their brains and discover really how they're making their money. So for the first time in history, you're going to be able to learn from any of the most sought-after, brilliant minds. And I am booked up for over 13 weeks with interviews. It's amazing the type of people that are in the waiting list right now. So what's going to happen is you're going to subscribe to this online audio magazine. It's kind of like Forbes magazine or like Home and Business magazine or Sports Illustrated magazine, but it's more business oriented. And what I'm doing is I'm interviewing the greatest martial artists today in network marketing. And I'm not talking about through the physical applications of martial arts, but these are people that are like 9th degree black belts in marketing. These are people that can walk into any company off the street and totally dominate and control it. Angel Lee, I mean, this is a guy that's put over $2 billion in network marketing and sales. Michelle Grigsby, I mean, the stuff she's doing on Facebook is crazy. Dr. Stan Harris, this guy charges $50,000 to speak on stage. Jeff Mills, I mean, this guy can own anything he wants on the internet. When he puts a campaign on or a funnel tunnel marketing system, he just sits back and smiles. He's on a cruise every weekend. Why? Because he makes too much money. It's unbelievable. Jeff Steven, 200,000 people he puts together in his own company, NPN. Marketing tools. Greg Gomez charges $75,000 in retainer fees just before he even gets started. That's just to sharpen his pencil, $75,000 sitting in his bank account. These are people that have special gifts and talents. And you get to listen to me go toe-to-toe with them in the octagon. I just interviewed Steph Perez the other day. This lady's incredible. I mean, I didn't expect what I was going to hear. If you could get like 10 Steph Perez's in your business, you'd be set for life. You wouldn't have to recruit or sponsor anyone ever again. The lady's a machine. She has a military background. Her posturing, her attitude, her mindset. Man, it's almost like the movie Total Recall. You'd program her into a computer, and that's what you'd want to come out if you wanted to build a business and become financially independent. This is it, people. This is where you get to become a student of the business, student of the industry. If you're tired of dysfunction recruiting in this industry, you're going to love this. With this legendary program, you don't even need an upline. No upline on the planet could begin to compete with what we put here. And there's going to be over 2,000 interviews in the back office when it's all said and done. You get to listen to these people firsthand and hear how they pull a rabbit out of their hat. So just imagine if you got to interview the greatest magicians in the world to tell you how they do all their levitational tricks and how they can, go from one building to the next in 10 seconds. All their illusionary acts. Wouldn't it be cool to be able to figure out how they do that? Well, now you can see it all happen here in network marketing, how these people dominate and control. Why do these people make $6,000, $7,000 a day, some of them, and why can some people not even make $6? That's what I want to know. So when I'm interviewing them, it's not about goal setting. It's not about the power of positive thinking. It's not about time management. It's not about, how many Bentleys they have in their 8-car garage. I can care less. I want to know how they're making money. And I want you to hear this firsthand. So if you've ever felt abandoned and you felt like, man, you're in a business opportunity and you're walking the desert alone, don't worry about it. You got the most powerful, the most potent upline here, the online audio magazine, the most complete, comprehensive online audio library ever created. And the funny thing is, these people compete against each other. They're not even in the same company. They compete against each other for traffic, for consulting jobs, for business, for money, for clientele. And I found a way to get them all into one back office for the first time in history. And they love this program or they wouldn't be here. So what would it be like for you to have access to all the Bruce Lees in network marketing out there to help you build your business? That's going to be a kick-butt program. And that's what we put together in the back office. So, wow, pretty cool stuff. And, I've been in this industry for a long time, and I've done extremely well, but I still take notes. When I'm interviewing some of these people, even Rex Harris, who's on the line today, he's one of our legends. Michelle Grigsby out there. I don't know if Michelle's out there, but we got some of the legends who are on here right now hiding in the background there. So it's really cool to be able to have these people. And the other really cool thing is I'm able to bring them to live webinars and let you see them in action. And some of these people speak for $50,000 to $100,000 at a convention, and you get it all for next to nothing. And I love it. We're the first company in history to pull this off. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful gift to the industry. Now, let's roll up our sleeves and let's talk about money. Let's talk about business. I shared with you a product that is absolutely second to none. It is paramount to become a student of this industry, to understand how these people talk, how they speak, how they posture, how they conduct themselves. You'll understand when you hear their voices why people are attracted to them. These are the people you want to emulate in your life. So when you become bigger, better, shinier, more polished as a marketer, people are going to gravitate to you. That's the level you want to take it. This really is a great gift. So let's talk about the monetary side. I'm going to be totally upfront and honest with you. I have some people that were a little bit ticked off at me because I didn't turn this into a glorified money game. I have some people that approached me that heard what I was doing with the Bremners, and they said, my God, you guys are going to create history. You're going to have a product that's just going to kill it all over the world. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, I think this is going to be like probably the biggest and best thing I ever did in my life. And they said, by far, it's going to be. They said, I hope you're going to charge $1,250 for this. And I paused and I listened and I said, nope. I said, hell will freeze over before I ever do something like that. For me, this wasn't about turning this into making $1 million my first 3 weeks of the business. This was a philanthropic legacy program. Somebody asked me, really, why am I doing this? Because I don't have to do this. We've done well, and plus my wife and I own an energy company. The reason why I'm doing this is because this is my first love in business, network marketing. I love the people of this industry, and I've got some very, very serious unfinished business with this industry. Myself and this industry are not finished yet. Maybe one day, but not yet. So we're back. And we're not back in black. We're just back. Okay? So we have to make this affordable for every man, woman, child, single parent on welfare, college, university student, and third world country. We really wanted to hit this thing philanthropically really hard. We have to take a look at the American dollar exchange and the currency rates around the world. We have to take a look at third world countries. We have to see what they can afford. And now I know we hit the magic number because when you have people coming in from the Philippines and Costa Rica and Honduras and some other countries that just don't have copious amounts of money within their population, you know you're doing something right. So we came up with the perfect price tag. You ready for this? One time. No, I won't do that one yet. I'll do that in a second, Blair. Hold on for a second. From the second month on, it's $24.95 a month. From the second month on to eternity. I think that's a fair enough auto ship. I really don't call it an auto ship. I like to call it a subscription to tap into the greatest minds out there. And we're adding 4 to 5 new interviews every month. Okay? To keep it fresh, keep it up to speed, and it will never saturate. Education never saturates. I think you're all smart enough to know this. While we're sitting here on this call right now tonight, listening to me yip yap, people out there on the internet are dropping tons of money on what? Information. On what? Training. On who? The brand names. Well, now they can access many of them here, all under one umbrella for $24.95 a month. And I'm going to show you how we're going to turn that into a simple exercise in prosperity for a lifetime residual income in a few minutes. But right now, I want to talk about the front end being the first month. When we put this front end together, I realized that we had to jack the price up. Not much, but a little bit. And the reason why you have to do that is because you have to cater to people's needs, wants, and desires. Marketing is the art and science of empowering, communicating, and developing a relationship with another human being based on their needs and not mine or yours. That's what I taught my martial arts school in marketing. So when you understand the mindset of the people you are communicating with, and just as I understand all of you right now, I'm a Yoda 1, Obi-Wan master. Whatever that means, I have no idea. But it sounded pretty good, didn't it? No, I'm not really. But I understand what you're thinking. You're probably thinking you want to make money. And I have to respect your views, not my own views. I have to respect what you want out of this. And what you want out of this is to make money. You want a product that people will be thoroughly impressed with. But the bottom line is, let's not lie to each other here. Let's not play games, all right? No Mickey Mouse Club tonight. Britney Spears was a part of that club for a long time. I'm not doing that stuff with you tonight. The bottom line is, you want to make money. And I respect that, so I'm going to show you money. But the only way I know how to do that is by setting the stage. Somebody's got to set the bar here so you can make money. So in the first month, we made it $129.95 one time out of pocket. And that's a steal. Even some of the people that I interviewed here said, Val, why are you selling it so cheap? I said, I'm not really selling you so cheap. I'm just making you guys and gals look like you're superstars and you actually give a damn about this industry. $129.95 one time first month. Second month, $24.95 a month after that. Now, for those of you that are brand new, I'm in teacher mode tonight. I'm in martial art teaching mode tonight. I want you to come off this call knowing that you're on a call of a lifetime. I have to give, I have to give, I have to give on this call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two things right now. I'm going to show you, number one, how you can have the $129.95 back in less than an hour. So I don't want you to feel the pain. I'll take on the pain. Number two, I'm going to show you how to do this without taking one penny out of your pocket. Because people used to ask me, how come I used to close so many people when I was younger? Now that I'm 50, I don't close that many people because I'm not that aggressive anymore. But man, back in the days, I could close easy 20 people a day. And the way I was doing it was overcoming all their objections. And two of the biggest objections people always had when I was doing a presentation, not this type of presentation, but when I was starting to, invite them to take a look at what I was doing, they'd say, well, Val, what's this all about? Right? It's it. Val, what's this all about first before I go check anything out? Well, it's about you and I getting together for about 35 minutes so I can show you everything you need to see. You might want a website. You might have some questions you want to ask me. Therefore, you and I need to get together for at least 35 minutes. Outside of that, there's nothing else to talk about. So that's how I'd shoot that down. Then they'd say, oh, okay, well, how much is this thing going to cost me? How many of you ever had somebody, before they even viewed anything, took a look at the website, before you even got any words out of your mouth, how many of you, just give me a why, would say, how much is this thing going to cost me? Throw a why at me. I'll catch it. Throw a why. Come on, somebody throw a why. Good, right? They always want to say, how much is this thing going to cost me? For some reason, people are always worried about money. So this is what I'd say. I'd say, hey, listen, if you like what you hear and you like what you see and you want to work with me personally, I'll show you how to do without taking one penny out of your pocket. Is that something you can afford, yes or no? Yes. So now they have no objections. They love me. They actually think I'm on Sesame Street. They say, I love that guy. He's a pretty cool guy. He's like Big Bird. He's friendly. He's not here to hurt us. He doesn't want any of our money, and he just wants to teach us. Okay, cool. So here's how it works. Let's say that I'm not the guy doing the presentation tonight, and I was invited to this call by Linda. We got lots of Lindas on tonight's call. So I was invited to this call by Linda. If I heard a presentation like this, based on my past experience of going to seminars, workshops, understanding the psychology of marketing, I would gravitate to this. Why? Because I want to know what my peers are doing in this industry. I want to know what Darren Little's doing. I want to know what Rex Harris is doing. I want to know what Dr. Stan Harris is doing. I want to know what Patrick Snow's doing. I want to know what Steph Perez is doing. I want to know what Craig Caron's doing. I want to know what Janet Leger is doing. I want to know what these people are doing. And the only way I can find out, instead of phoning them and wasting their time, they're probably going to hang up on me anyhow, is by listening to the back office. So I pay the $129.95 through Linda's website. I come in. Linda, you make a $50 Fast Start bonus. You get a $50 Fast Start bonus when I purchase that for $129.95 to your website. Now, Linda, you have a second person on the call. That person's name is Maria. Maria comes in at $129.95. Linda, you make another $50. Okay, and I've only been speaking for about 30 minutes. You're up $100. Linda, you have another person that comes in. That person's name is Megan. Okay, so Megan comes in. Linda, you make another 50 plus 30. You get a $30 coded bonus. You get $80. So, Linda, really what's happening there is from your third sale on to infinity on the horizontal line, for every sale you now make, you make $80 to infinity. Only twice do you make 50, and then every sale after that, folks, 80. Okay, appreciate it. Let's take a look at this. I made 2 claims on this call. I made 2 claims on this call that I have to back up. But you're not going to think well, it's only been 31 minutes, and I already showed Linda 50 and 50 and 80. That's potentially speaking, if she had 3 people on this call, she would have made $180 back in 31 minutes. That's more than the $129.95. So I was a little bit exaggerating. You actually made more money than having your money back. You made $50. Sorry about that. Hope that's okay. The other statement I made was Linda can potentially do this without taking 1 penny out of her pocket and not have to pay to get into this deal. Well, here's how you do it. You got to have a special tool to do it, but I can show you how Linda would never pay out of her pocket. And I have to emphasize the word pocket. See, what Linda and I would do is we'd put this on a credit card if we had access to a credit card, and I do. I've been doing this for years. I've never paid for any business opportunities. I'll never pay for business opportunity, in my lifetime. There's very little I'll ever pay for. I just put it on a credit card. And because I'm so darn good at making money, by the end of the time the credit card company sends me the invoice 28 days later, I just take my profit and pay it off. Linda's already up $180. She'll probably be up $3,000 before 28 days is over, so she takes $129 out of the $3,000. Whoopie-doo. And she's in for free. No money out of her pocket. She just leveraged. Why? Because this lady's a sharp businesswoman. She's smart. And that's the way, I like it, You guys weren't even born when I was dancing to that in grade 7, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Okay, so $80 to infinity, all right? Now, you have another question. You're probably saying, Val, look at those 2 sales on the front end. You ready? The 2 sales on the front end, the $50 sales. Val, where's the $30 on those 2? Where did it go to? It's there, silly goose. You just don't see it. You know why you don't see it? Because it got passed up above Linda to her sponsor. That is the mechanism that makes this infinity bonus rip, rocket, and roar. You ready for this? Check this out. Linda, you ready? Check this out. See your sale number. Got a drum roll going here. See your sale number 3? I forget who I said that was. But let's say it was Geo. I love that name, Geo. Let's say it was Geo. Okay? Sale number 3 was Geo, the first green one. And let's say that Geo brought in his first 2. Hope I have that right. Geo brought in their first 2. Who bring in their first 2, bring in their first 2, bring in their first 2. All the way down, Linda. 2, bring 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 2. All the way down to infinity. They all get the 50s. Linda, guess who gets the 30s? Linda made all the 30s. So, Linda, if you had 400 people underneath Geo, you'd get 400 times 30. You didn't recruit them. You didn't sponsor them. You got $12,000. People, education coming up. I'm teaching class right now. 400 people in a regular multi-level marketing company would pay you $200 to maybe $2,200. Isn't that right, Val? That is correct. I know my compensation plans. Well, in this one, it pays $12,000. Congratulations, Linda. You rock. And that's the way, she likes it, So now what about the 4th sale, the 5th sale, the 6th sale? What happens if Linda has organizations growing in depth? They manifest, they germinate, they empower people. What happens if Linda, all of a sudden, and all those yellow people there, what happens if Linda has 2,000 people in her team underneath those people, any of those legs, their power legs, their down lines, their success lines, call them whatever it is you want. This is better than a binary. A binary you get, well, I better be careful. A binary is nice. You have to balance the legs, and there's compression, and it rolls up to the leaders, but the little guy, sorry, you're going to the welfare office. Okay, so anyhow, the point being is here you get all the money. 2,000 times 30 bucks. Guess what, Linda? You made 60 grand with only 2,000 people on your team. $24.95 a month. Pretty good. That's cool. I like it. 60 grand. So I just showed you $80 to infinity. I showed you $30 to infinity. Okay, I showed you $30 to infinity. If Linda had more people on her team, 3,000, she'd make 90 grand. 4,000, she'd make $120,000. Because everyone can only have two. Two get two, get two, get two. They have to start their third sales, remember, to get their 30s. And like Blair says here, if each distributor, listen to this. If you can all become dedicated without getting into these mind ruts of, well, this is too hard at $24.95. I think I need to quit now. Don't do that. If each distributor sponsors their 2 in 7 days, you would earn over $30,000 in 9 weeks. All right? There's some $1,200 programs that won't even pay you that. We're paying out 80% in this comp plan. 80. No kidding. I'm not kidding you. For real. So 80 to infinity, 30 to infinity. Woo! I love that. And that's just in everyone's first month, and that continues. Now, I'm not finished yet. Linda wants more. Why? She wants more. So I have to give her more. Paid weekly. So all those are paid weekly. So now check this out. Second month on. Thank you, Blair. Second month on. We are going into a 2x15 forced matrix. This promotes teamwork. Now, do not judge a matrix until I go through all the options in this matrix with you. This is one matrix you haven't seen before, probably. This matrix all starts with Linda and then starts with 2. You can only have 2 front line to you. You got 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1124, 2048. Woo! I didn't even breathe on that. 15 levels deep. Now, don't do nothing. Let's stay there for a sec. Watch this. Listen to me very, very carefully. Do you see that structure there? Level number 1, level number 2, level number 3. You got 2, you got 4, you got 8. Focus on making sure your top 3 levels are always full. No spaces. Some of you are like binary kings and queens, and you're going to do power legs. And go ahead, but make sure your first 3 are done first. Everybody needs to take on the responsibility. When you look at your tree in the back office, that structure has to be full 24/7. There is no excuse. If you really want us to deliver as you want us to deliver, I need your cooperation. I want you to make more money than you want. I want you to make more money than Carter has liver bills. But I need your help to do this. I can't do this for you. You've got to have that 2, that 4, and that 8 consistently full. That's going to be the magic. Why? Because you're going to see the $1 million giveaway, and we're giving away $200,000 cars too. So if you deny yourself that, you're putting you're being neglectful. You're not cleaning up your room. All right? And then don't yell at me when you get grounded. All right? Stick with me on this. I want to show you stuff. I'm here to help you. I really am here to help you. In a 2x15 structure, you literally get paid $64,000 a month. Should you ever follow my instructions, you will get paid $64,000 a month. If everybody does that 1, 2, and 3, $64,000 a month. But you have to listen and you have to follow the instructions, all right? $64,000 a month potentially. At $24.95 a month, I think that's a pretty fair trade-off. And even if you're only hitting $3,000, $4,000 a month, you know what? So what? We're going to get you to that 64 if everyone follows the instructions. It's like putting IKEA furniture together. You got to follow the instructions. If you don't, you're going to have 3 screws loose. You know what I mean by that, right? Not listening. So the other really cool feature that we have in this matrix is the 100% matching bonus. The 100% matching bonus. You earn up to a 100% check match on all your personally sponsored distributors. What that means is this. Linda, you sponsor me and I go out and I make $2,700 in the month of June. You pick up another $2,700 added to your check. Way to go, Linda. Good job. Let's say Gio goes out and makes $6,300. Gio's in your team, one of your two. Linda, you make an extra $6,300 added to your check. So you got the 27, the 63, whatever you're making in your own matrix, plus the 80s, plus the 30s. Woo! We're going to Taco Bell, baby. So now what happens if you got Francisco at sale number 3? Guess what happens, Linda? Francisco goes out and makes $4,700. We throw another $4,700 your way. You get a 100% match on everyone you personally sponsor. Whatever they make in the matrix, you get additional to your matrix money. Way to go, Linda. Good job. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. Pretty cool? Pretty cool. All right. So I showed you too much money tonight. I think I'm just going to stop here. No, I'm just kidding. I got a little bit more to show you. You ready? Okay. One other feature that we have in this compensation plan is kind of like if you ever watch Discovery Channel on TV, you see the space shuttle coming back to Earth. It's called re-entry. It re-enters the atmosphere and it's smoking hot. Well, we got a smoking hot matrix here because this is what causes our matrix not to stall like the other ones do. It's called space age technology. Every time you sponsor two, you earn a new profit center. As a matter of fact, you can earn unlimited profit centers. How do you do that? By sponsoring two, sponsor two, and then do it again. The hitman who's on the call right now, Joel Shapiro, he sponsored two, 6 times. So he's got 6 profit centers. Now let me explain what that means thoroughly so you understand this. The very top position in the orange there on the screen, the very top, that's Linda. She paid the $129.95 for that. She pays the $24.95 a month for that. That's the one she financially sustains and maintains. You see the next orange one just down 1, 2, 3 levels? If Linda sponsored 2, Val and Gio who sponsor their 2, Linda gets a free profit center. Does not pay the $129, does not pay the $24.99. It's covered by the company. But it now brings you back into your organization, giving you another 2x15 levels. You get another 2x15 matrix, and it actually doubles your commission. Pretty cool? Pretty cool. And you're driving it deeper. So you get another 15 levels of pay, and it doubles your commission. Right? Thank you, Blair. And so if you have 3 or 4 or 5, Joel had 5 in his first 37 days. Multiply 5 times 64,000 potentially. And you're only paying $24 for 5 positions, or 6 or 7. If you have 14, you're only paying $24 for 14. It's a wicked deal. This is better than the dollar store. It's exciting. No farmer's market in your town has a deal like this. Okay? So we're rocking it out. You can build this depth. You can literally be collecting on 70, 80 levels deep. And the other cool thing is you get a 100% matching bonus on the other profit centers. Example, let's say that Linda sponsored Joel, and Joel does have his 6 profit centers. Linda would get 6 matching bonuses on Joel. And anyone else that creates more profit centers. This is explosive. This is really explosive. There's only 2 companies in the world, 2 companies in the universe using this compensation plan. But I know the company owners come to this call now because they want to see what the daddy from Cincinnati and the mama from Oklahoma are up to. They're going to copy our comp plan. Watch this. All right? But they'll never be able to call it what we call it, because wait till you hear what I call it in a second. Okay? So let me just do a recap. Let's do a recap, if we can, please. 100% match on everyone you sponsor. And don't give anyone away. All right? Be nice, but don't be that nice. You ready for this? So you get $80 to infinity on every sale you make. Think about the internet list builders. Anyone that you know that knows how to do anything half decent on the internet, they will become millionaires in this pay plan. If they put 1,000 people in, like in 90 days, they make 80 grand coming out of the gate. That's going to be a powerful testimonial. And I'm sure there's some really cool, internet freaks of natures out there that can do that. All right? When we find them, look out. We'd love to pay them every Friday. Now check this out. So we got the 80s to infinity, then the 30s to infinity. As the teams germinate and manifest, you got $80 to infinity. And then it goes to the $64,000 matrix. Right? 64 grand. And then it goes to the 100% matching bonus. And then it goes to the reentry. And then you also get the 100% matching bonus on the reentry. I mean, what more do you want us to give you for $24.95? This, my friends, I wish I had 36 years ago when I got started in this industry. This is a dream come true for people that have never had an equal level playing field to compete with the big boys and the big girls. Now they can. All you have to do is let me do the talking on your behalf, and you're going to be at the same level they are. All right? Because I can talk their language. I've been there for too many years. I know what it's like to scream and yell and hype and They eat a Taco Bell meal deal number 3. Okay, so there's one more feature in this compensation plan I want to show you, and then I'm going to be quiet. Believe it or not, I will be quiet. What I'm going to show you right now, I've been holding back on. I've almost had a little bit of an anxiety attack on tonight's call, as you could probably sense. I really wasn't sure I wanted to tell you this because some of you are going to think this is too good to be true. I want you to know that what I'm going to show you is the God's honest truth. I'm not here to play games with you. I'm going to be straight up. I'm going to show you this in the compensation plan. It is real. We're not kidding. And the thing that I need to tell you is this. What I'm going to show you right now is every reason why in the world you should not and will not say no to this deal. If you do, there's something missing. There's just something not clicking with you tonight because I'm going to show you the holy grail to compensation plans right now, and I'll put my hand on everybody's religious book at one time and do that. You've never seen this before unless you've seen it here. I have to tell you a story leading up to it, but the story only lasts maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So a guy on Facebook asked me a question. He says, Val, I said, yes. He says, is there a compensation plan somewhere out there in the world where I could literally become financially independent if I only ever brought one person in the deal and I never did anything ever again? I said, dude, the answer is no. I said, it can't work that way. Mathematically, it can't work that way. Companies need you to put at least 2 in to get paid 1 level, and then put 8 in to get paid 2 levels, then put 16 in to get paid 3 levels, then put 50 in order to get paid 8 levels. I'm exaggerating a little bit there, of course, but they always have to put more people in. And I said, it doesn't exist. But a few Thursdays ago, I contacted them and I apologized to them. I said, now it exists. People, watch this. I want you to see this, okay? I'm not kidding. Okay, I'm going to use my good friend Justin Paletti. He's on the line tonight. Justin, great to be working with you again. So Justin, check this out. Justin invites me to this call tonight. I'm listening for the very first time. I get back to Justin. I say, yeah, Justin, I was on that call tonight. Did you hear the guy doing the presentation? I think he's on hemp. I think he's in that hemp deal. He's got all kinds of symptoms of a hemp user. He's whacked. I mean, no wonder he wants to go to Taco Bell. He must have the munchies or something. So anyhow, I get back to Justin and I say, well, Justin, I don't know if I really have time to do this, man. I don't know if I have time to hang out with the biggest millionaires in the industry. I don't know if I even have time to be a student of this industry. I don't know if I really have time to seek the counsel of the demigod to this industry. I think maybe I'll just stay busy doing my 15 other deals. My plate's full. I don't have any dishwashing soap. So my plate's full. So, hey, brother, listen, but thank you anyhow. So what do you think Justin's going to say? You think he's going to say, oh, okay, Val, well, maybe I'll get back to you in 8 months when things are different. Maybe you'll release one of your programs and be a junkie only on 14. And, and maybe you can add this one to your portfolio a little bit later, whatever. I can't even speak when I get caught up in that stuff, So anyhow, Justin's not going to say that to me. He's going to say, Val, come on, man. What are you doing? You're a little bit more intelligent than that, bro. I'm not going to let you go. Dude, all the presentations are done for you. All you have to do is send traffic to the call and collect the money. That's what people are doing here. We got one guy, Doc, how old's Doc? How old's Doc? He's in Arizona. Is he 84 years old? Made $700 in an hour. 84 years old. 74 years old, I don't know. He's a doctor and a pastor, and he's in Arizona. I don't even think he has a computer. $700. So the point being is, guess what? Val, just send traffic to the call, lock up a position. This is prime real estate. Come on, brother, you can do it. You know what, Justin? Because it's you, I'll say yes. Against my best wishes, I'll say yes. I'm a little bit reluctant, but you know what? I can send traffic. Dude, I'll test drive for $129.95. That's like a bowl of chicken noodle soup in the town I live in. No problem, I'll do it. So I come in reluctantly because Justin didn't give up on me. He just kind of said, "Bro, I'm going to kick you in the tushy a little bit. It's a little bit of tough love." So I come in. Justin makes $50, then I'm in. So I send a little bit of traffic to this call. I put an ad out there on Facebook, and guess what happens? Check this out. People, this is where I need your undivided attention. Right now, this is where your life changes. I know mine is. I'm watching the mathematical numbers in my back office every hour and checking this out, and I'm going, oh, daddy, a little bit more. Check this out. You ready? Watch this. I get a phone call from a guy named Joel Shapiro. Don't know who he is, hypothetically speaking. He phones me up. He says, "Is Val there?" said, speaking. Now, did you see the game last night? LeBron James, man, 25 points. Miami Heat on top. That's how Joel talks. You have no idea what it is he's going to say. Miami Heat on top. Oh, by the way, I was just on that call with the LegendsNetwork.com. It was amazing. The superstars of the industry. See everyone, all these rich people. What are all the rich people doing in the Legends Network? That's amazing. The biggest names in the industry. That's amazing. All these superstars. I know these guys. These are online masters. Dude, give me your link. I'm in. This is like the Academy Awards, Hollywood, Rodeo Drive. Ah! Joel just, you never know what you're going to get from Joel. This guy's relentless. The guy's a machine. He's the best recruiter I ever seen in my life, to be honest with you. This guy takes no prisoners. He just gets it done. He doesn't even know what the word no means. So anyhow, check this out. Joel comes in at $129.95. I make $50. I get back to Justin. I say, Justin, I just got this guy, man. The guy's like talking about Miami Heat. He signed up in my program all because of the Miami Heat, and I made $50. That was a pretty good deal. And Justin says, Val, sit back and watch what happens now. So I made $50 back, and I didn't even want to be in the deal. Now watch what happens here. Joel goes out and gets his first sale. He makes $50. Joel goes out and makes a second sale. He makes $50. I, his sponsor, make nothing. Joel goes flipping ballistic. If you want to see a guy shoot three-pointers all day, that's Shapiro with a capital S. Watch this. Joel hits his list. This guy is connected. Joel knows the company owners. Everyone loves Joel, right? Tony Little and Joel are like best buddies. Tony Little used to run the infomercials on TV, a long-hair ponytail guy. Actually, Joel looks like he could be his brother, actually. But Joel's a little bit older than that. So anyhow, I had to say that, Joel. I love you, man. So anyhow, Joel goes out, he puts 200 people in the deal. Does anyone know what 200 times $80 is? Because remember, it's 200 times 80, right? 16,000. Joel gets 50 on 200 is 10,000. He gets 30 on 200 is 6,000, 16,000. Now remember the 6,000 Joel just made out of the 16 grand, $30 coded bonuses? Remember me? Justin, remember me? I'm the guy that didn't want to do this with you at first, man. I'm in. I just made 6 grand. You know why I made 6 grand? Because I get a 100% matching bonus on Joel. Every time Joel makes $30 and he made $6,000 in $30, I get $30 times whatever he makes. I get a 100% match on his $30 code. So I just made 6 grand. I didn't even want to be here. Didn't want to do the deal. My plate was too full because I don't have any dishwashing soap and I don't have a dishwasher in my house. Something like that. Pretty cool? That's okay. That's not what I wanted to show you. You see, on your first 2 sales, the first 2 gray ones, you get a 100% match on the $30 codes. That's why you want to make sure your first 2 people you put in here are smoking hot. And a regular Australian 2-up that you're all familiar with out there, those 100% commissional programs, you put in your cat, your dog. You don't give anyone up. All right? Just phantoms. Here, you give up your best 2. The 100% is where you make the money. Now, see those green people there? Joel has 200 of them front line to him. Those 200 people germinate, manifest an organization underneath them. They start building down. They're building their power lanes. They're building their downline. So 5.5 months goes by. Somebody says, Joel, how many people do you have in your organization? He says, I have 9,000. Does anyone know what 9,000 times $30 is in coded bonus? 27 add 3 zeros. 27. No, add another zero. It's $270,000. So Joel makes $270,000. Remember me? Well, my plate's too full. I'm just not interested. I'm too busy, man. Too busy. I just made $270,000. I get a 100% matching bonus. Guy says to me, he says, Val, I heard you're doing the Legends Network. How's it going for you, man? Are you making any money in that deal? Yep. He says, well, how many people you have in your organization? 1. How many people you sponsor? 1. How can you be making money? I don't know. It works. Well, you must be making any money. You want to come join me in this new bioflavin motor oil that we put in cars? Nope. Why not? So making money. How can you be making money? You only got 1. Just made $270,000 with 1 person on my team. What if if Joel goes out and makes 1.4 million? What if Joel goes out and makes 870,000? What if I wake up and smell the roses and put a second person in? Then I qualify for the matrix commissions now, because you need 2 for that. Where have you ever been in a program where somebody says, I got 1 person on my team and I made 17 grand? Got 1 person on my team and I made $4,000 last month. Can't do it. You hear you can. Because not only do we have a legendary product, we've got a legendary compensation plan. I honestly, for $24.95 a month, how could somebody say no to that potential? My understanding is people want to make money. What I just showed you, what you're looking at right now on that screen, is the greatest lie detector test in the history of network marketing. If somebody tells me they're not interested in this, they're totally lying to me about making money in this industry. If somebody tells me they can't afford $24.95 a month in order to make $300, $400, $500 a month here, $2,000, $3,000 a month here, they're lying. How do I know? Because I've got a degree in psychiatry and psychology. I understand the human mind, and I understand how it operates. So there's no no's on this call. Can't be. Can't be. It's just everything that every network marketer has ever asked for, we gave it to them. They wanted the best upline in the world, we gave it to them. They wanted a compensation plan where they could, potentially make money with 1 person, because they knew some people don't know how to recruit 10 or 20 people. Not everyone's a superstar. But we gave it to them. We said, okay, we can only do what we can do with mathematics, and we gave it to you. And we gave it to you at your price tag. This is cheaper than going through a McDonald's drive-thru with a husband and wife and 2 kids. And I show you how to do it without taking 1 penny out of your pocket. What more do you want? It's perfect. It's utopia. And I'm not finished yet. They have 2 more things to show you, and then I'm finished. We're giving away $200,000 cars. Why? Because I drive a Ferrari. I drive a Ferrari. No, I drive a Ferrari. I think that if people claim to be leaders, or if they're ever going to be leaders in this industry, they need to separate themselves from everyone else. There's this one lady on the internet that freaks me out. She loves herself. She loves what she teaches. And she likes to say, well, I make all this money. I'm a 7-figure money earner, but I live in a nice, modest house, and I drive a nice, modest car. Give me a break. Give me a flippin' break. When you're making 7 figures, you don't live in a modest house. Because we're marketers, we brand ourselves in a world of opulence. That's what makes us our money. You don't drive a Chevy Impala when you're making $1.8 million a year. Give me a break. So the point being is we're giving away $200,000 cars. Let your team manifest and develop into 50,000 members. You got a car. And if you don't like it, sell it. And if you don't like it, donate it to your church. If you don't want to do that, just call the neighbors over, put it in your front lawn, and cut the roof off it. You don't have to drive a Ferrari. You can get a Bentley. You can get a Maserati. I don't care what you want. You got a $200,000 budget. Get a his and her horse and buggy if you want. But make sure they're Arabian horses. They're a little bit more money. Pretty cool? Pretty cool. The other cool thing is we're giving away $1 million. We're giving away $1 million to the first summit director. The first person that listens to my instructions correctly and fills in a 2x15 matrix from left to right, including all the re-entries of all the people that re-enter, you get a $1 million check. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. And it's coming out of the company profits. It's not coming out of the compensation plan. It's not like we are paying out the 80%. We're not taking another 1 to 3% and saying, hey, we're designating this. No, it'll come out of the company profits. I think that's only fair. Too many companies put the focus on themselves. Number 1, we're not into luxury car lease programs here because they're wrong. And number 2, we're not going to tell you, well, yes, you won the $1 million, but you know what? We're going to pay you. We're going to pay you in 36 months, maybe in 48 months. But, oh, no, we don't have to pay you anymore because we caught you cross-recruiting, so you just breached a conflict of interest here. We're kicking you out of the company. We don't have to pay you now. We got legal documentation that removed you from the company. That's what those other companies do. We're not going to do that. You win $1 million, it's your money. And we don't care if you're doing 75 deals. You can be the biggest junkie on planet Earth. We're not the Gestapo party here. We're not going to kick you out for that. The only thing that'll tick us off and make us very upset and put a person in poor standing with us is cross-recruiting. We have zero tolerance for that. Why? Because you know what? People here spend their time, effort, and energy to build a business. And we just don't want people coming in to try to suck their efforts out. People have a dream. And if anyone comes in this company and starts trying to steal people's dreams here, we have a product here called colloidal silver. It's antibacterial, and we just pour it on the person's ID number, and they dissolve from the back office. It kills bacteria. No parasites are allowed in the back office. So listen, love you all in spirit. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. This is a gift. I mean, this is a gift. As much as I come on here and act goofy and goof around and, I don't know what I'm going to say. Bypass all that stuff. It's a gift. It really is. We created a gift for the industry. And if it was you doing the presentation, I would sign up because I'm smart enough to know that I want to pick the brains of many of the great leaders in this industry, and very few chances in this lifetime to be able to do that. These people don't have time to talk to everybody in this industry, but they have time to talk to me in these interviews. So let's rock it out. Let's make it happen. I think Blair's going to show a testimonial right now, and let's see how you like it.
Hey everybody, it's Michelle Grigsby. I'm from Kansas City. I am so excited to bring you this testimonial about the Legends Network. And the reason why is I just finished looking at my back office. I thought I'd been on board for 2 months. Guys, it's only been 30 days. I've only been in the Legends Network for a month. And I have never experienced this much growth in my life. My team is exploding, and I have learned so much thanks to Val Smith and the amazing interviews that he has done with these entrepreneurs. I mean, guys, what I've been able to do is literally tap into the minds of top entrepreneurs in the industry. I've been able to learn about their journey, where they came from, where they went, where they're going, tips, tricks, strategies that they're using, methods that they're using to have success. And the best part of all, I'm able to get some counsel from them and learn from their wisdom, things that they've learned. And it's really interesting. A lot of them have kind of a common denominator of counsel that they're giving. And I have to tell you, I've gotten so many ideas that I've actually started to utilize already, which is why my team is growing almost every single day. And guys, I also have to tell you that the team that I'm on is amazing. We're like a great big family, but we also provide daily trainings for our team members, and we are providing pure value to our prospects. And as a result, like I said, our team is exploding. And what I love about this more than anything else, guys, is I'm able to see my team members becoming leaders. It is so satisfying, and I have to tell you, the comp plan is really good too. So I'm just so grateful for the fact that I have jumped on board with the Legends Network. I'm so grateful that I planted my flag here, and I don't know, I just can't imagine where my life would be if I had not done this. So I'm grateful for everybody and everything that I've learned, and I just want to share that with you. If you're thinking about joining the Legends Network, jump on board. I promise you won't be sorry. Ciao. Hey everybody, it's Michelle Grigsby. I'm from Kansas.
Okay, that was cool. How we about do one more, Blair? Why don't we just do one more while we get some time here in the room? Not that one. We had Michelle. How about maybe Laura? Maybe anybody.
Hello everyone, my name is Laura McCarthy. I'm a wife, a mother of 2 beautiful children, and I am an 11-year veteran of the Army. I've been in internet marketing and network marketing for 2 years now. And since I've launched with the Legends Network, I've seen my business go to a whole new level. Why is that? Because now I have direct access to some of the most successful people in this industry. And two of those legends are on my team. And you know what? I can call them anytime I need to. And since then, I also have people calling me every day and messaging me on Facebook and emailing me and asking me about the things that I'm learning. And you too can have direct access to this information. You know why? Because we know you have the right to know this information. And you can have access to this by becoming part of the Legends Network. And we would be so happy to have you on our team and in our family with us. And you know what? This isn't just another business opportunity. This is a place for you to learn and grow and, you know what, make a little extra money too. But guess what? This isn't about all of that. This is about you helping set your family free. This is about you living the life that you want to and doing it the correct way. Not without all that hype out there of join this, join that, and you can make a ton of money. This is actually about you doing things the correct way, setting a brand for yourself, getting out there and doing things that will help you actually achieve your dreams and aspirations. And you know what? We will help you get there. We will help you do the things that you want to do. You don't have to do this on your own. So if you're out there and you're struggling, we welcome you with open arms and we want you to launch with us. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
We will help you get there. I think that's what she was going to say. And I just want to tip my hat to Laura there, serving her country, 11 years in the military. My God, that's amazing. That's fantastic. So, Laura, we'll tip our hat to you tonight. But a lot of great things are happening. A lot of great people are coming here. And Jerry Gonzalez, too. You know, Jerry Gonzalez was in the military. Anyone that's done military time and you're on here, I just want to say thank you. And I mean that to be true. Blair, it's okay. We don't need to do that. We can just relax and whatnot and kind of hang out here. If anyone has any questions, feel free to throw a few questions at us. It'd be great. You know, we got the best of everything. You know what? We got I think we got the best $1 million giveaway. I think we got the best $200,000 card giveaway. At least we don't have to stiff our distributors and make them pay for leases out of their own money after something terrible could happen on that. We got a great compensation plan. I'm not going to say it's the best. I think it's the most unique and most favorable. The odds are more favorable here to win because of the nature of the compensation plan. We got an incredible product because you all are the product, the best product in the world that's you. It's about helping you evolve and take your skills to the next level, utilizing a great staff of coaches and behind the scenes in that back office. Tremendous. And then we lucked out with Jerry Gonzalez. Jerry Gonzalez builds the website. He builds the graphics, the banners. So we got the best. We got the best graphic artist. One of the best graphic artists out there as well too. The picture you see there, Jerry did that. You know, tlnwebinar.com plus our website. So Jerry's hot, man. So if anyone ever needs anything done, get a hold of Jerry. He can do everything and anything you want. And the guy's got a gift for it. And I don't know if that's too duplicatable. So just a lot of great stuff. So we got a great team here. It's just, you know, you always build from. I've been doing everything in my power to convince people for years that you don't duplicate. If you want to make money in this industry, it's not about duplication. It's about delegating, and it's about building from the power of the mastermind. When I build a business, my strength is in speaking. Outside of that, I don't have too many other strengths. So what I do is I look for people that are better than me in all these different areas. So if we all come together like a potluck dinner, we compensate for each other's weaknesses, and then we can dominate and control anything we do. It's about building from strength all the way through and through, building from strength. And that's what we need to do. And with this company, we're building this from strength. We're not building this, you know, like a lot of those other companies do in a position of weakness. We have to build from strength. And that's why we use terminologies like launch. We don't want people joining us. People join other companies, but they never join here. We launch. We're always launching. And people that do end up joining here, they find a way to weed themselves out really quickly. They won't last long because they're weak. They are. They're weak in person, they're weak in character, they're weak in business. And that's the truth. All right? So bottom line is for $24.95 a month, I sit here and think about it. I can't believe I'm actually pitching a $24.95 a month program. Never thought I'd go that low in my lifetime, as far as a price tag. But it's working and it's great. We're seeing all these people coming in from various different parts of the world, and it's like totally awesome. Totally awesome. So anyhow, anything else anyone want to talk about? John John soliciting. What's John soliciting for? That's cool. All right. Anything else you want to talk about while we're in the room? Sit back, relax, enjoy. Maybe put on something from YouTube while we have a musical interlude here. I think I'm going to have some hot, buttery popcorn tonight and watch a Netflix movie with my wife. But I think I'm going to